All right, welcome back to Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons. My name is David Ashbaugh, your Dungeon Master, and as always, of course, joined by our three fearless adventurers. We have David Beaton, the Tiefling Bard, Darren Worts, the Aasimar Wizard, and of course, Alex Kerrigan, the Half-Elf Fighter, all three of which are level 4, and I gotta say, boys, what episode are we? Is this 17? Episode 17.
17?
Episode 18. Yes, sorry, episode 18. Episode 17.
Can we drink in Alberta yet?
Not in BC, unfortunately.
No, close,
unfortunately, that's got to be next episode. But yeah, episode 17, I think was probably one of my favorite recording sessions, just with the whole chaotic trying to track down a bunch of tiny little chickens. Alex got kicked in both testicles by backflipping chickens.
Yeah.
There was a Viking longboat deployed in the middle of a forest. There was a cat versus chicken fight. It was just all around a really fun episode.
And the first in-game role-played argument between two people. Sir Alex and myself had different ideas, and the fact that we, without pre-planning, went into an in-character argument about our plans, I was very happy about.
It was so great. And I have been honestly looking for an opportunity to do something like that for a while, and it just happened. And it was so fun.
It's no fun when everyone agrees.
Yeah. That's kind of the magic of D&D, though, because the way that came about was you guys were arguing whether or not the flapjacks, the little chickens, liked limes, and you both did an insight check. Darren got a nat 20 and Alex got a nat 1. And, in D&D, the dice tell the tale, but, when certain things like that happen organically, it's a lot of fun.
It's that irresistible force and immovable object kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
And then, Mr. Beaton, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Like I was kind of mentioning earlier, it's been pretty cold here, so I've just been being a hermit inside, not going out at all.
Yeah, you're in the middle of
the Alberta tundra, been
in
cold.
The middle of the prairies, yeah.
Yeah, sitting at a nice warm minus 30 for the last week and a half.
Woo. That is rough. But anyways,
I just want to check. It's +4 here, David, just in case you're wondering.
We got down to minus 14 last night here in Linköping. It's at about minus 6 right now. But
this is going to be a really dumb, uneducated question, but they get winters over there.
Oh, yeah. Sweden, contrary to popular belief, not a tropical country.
That's my first thought.
I always thought the opposite.
Are there many 6-foot-tall, 10 out of 10 blondes living there?
Everywhere you look.
That's the stereotype. Yeah. All right, buy the ticket, buddy.
It's like, Harold and Kumar, when Kumar goes up to the guy at the college campus, he's like, hey, have you seen an Asian guy? And he's like, yeah, but only when I open my eyes.
Yeah, it's just surrounded by him.
It's kind of like that.
Well, awesome. And you were saying immigration's tough, but I'll bear it.
I'm going through the process of my
6-foot mommies.
I'm going through the process of my permanent residency right now. So, but anyways, let's get to some dude dialogue. And like we had started last episode, I believe it was last episode, for our dude dialogue questions, these aren't going to pertain to yourselves in real life. They're going to pertain to your characters that you have developed within the game, which technically are yourselves. But I feel like there's a disconnect from reality between those two. Those two entities for each of you. So this question directed towards your in-game characters. What are your characters' biggest desires within this realm? And let's go to David for the first answer.
Well, I think it's going to be a 2-part. I think I want to be the world's greatest death metal vocalist in this world, but then also want to bail out and get home with my new title.
All right.
Hanging on my wall.
Bring that back to Earth because no one respects it in medicine.
Do you know who I am?
I feel like becoming the greatest death metal artist in this realm probably won't be hard because I feel like that kind of music has not yet been invented.
Yeah, I'm already there. I'm the only
trendsetter.
Yeah, you're a genre creator in this realm. Let's go to
Pioneer.
Alex. Alex, your character's greatest desire.
I feel like for a time, my character's big focus was to get home. But now, I think that my character really wants to try and explore the many possibilities of creating a nice, good drink with citrus.
Introduce the Forgotten Realms to a margarita.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I got all these limes, man. I need something to do with them.
I like that.
Yeah. This is just, you know what? I'm going to lock that in. Yeah, that's my answer.
Nice. And Darren.
Final answer.
Kind of the contrary to David's, but the same as well. He wants to be the best metal vocalist. I want to kind of, I think, develop my magical abilities and arcana more, because just a real life dream of mine. If there was ever a way that it came out, news broke this morning, that was like the ability to wield the elements and magic is real, I would abandon everybody I know and love to make that happen. And that's just Darren in real life. So in the game, that times 10, but also probably doing everything I can to remain in that realm, because Forgotten Realms seem arguably cooler than Earth 2025.
So you're kind of going opposite to what David wants to do when he wants to go home. You want to stick around and see just how much you can do.
Yeah, a powerful wizard and just stay in this realm and be awesome, because Earth sucks.
Excellent. I like that. Obviously, we're going to start just as we always do, right where we left off. You guys are in the middle of the forest. If I'm remembering correctly, you managed to capture 3 of the flapjacks within the bag of holding and 2 of the flapjacks within the foldable boat that David and Darren had deployed.
Can we change the name to keep with the bag of holding and call it the bolt of folding? I think would be a nice way to call it.
The boat of folding? I like that, actually, yeah.
The boat of holding with the bag of holding?
The bolt of folding and the bag of holding. I like that, yeah.
The boat of holding.
You know what, Darren? Inspiration died to you.
Hey.
Good night, everyone.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, both Alex's left and right testicle are very sore after having been kicked in the groin by multiple back-flipping chickens.
I am not going to correct you and tell you that they have been shattered.
David, cast your lay on hands on its balls. You have to touch them.
Just go grab a handful and do
Rub
your
the
thing,
balls.
man.
Yeah. Hold on. Rub the sack and roll a d4.
About 7 minutes in, 9 minutes in. My recording's a little off here. Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Let's just get kind of let's take the temperature of how everybody's doing. Alex, what is your hit points looking like right now?
Oh, let me just say, my temperature is being taken. I have 14 hit points.
David, what about you?
Looks like I'm sitting at max 23 out of 23.
Nice. And Darren?
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty. 26 out of 26.
All right, so Alex is down to almost exactly half hit points, and then the rest, the other 2 of you are looking not too bad. So you find yourselves in the middle of the forest. However, this last flapjack, of course, took you on a bit of a wild goose chase, as it were, to try and capture. So you guys are a little bit turned around. You were already deep in the forest, and after having followed Fleetwood, Darren's familiar cat, of course, to track down the final flapjacks, you guys are a little bit lost. So I want to start this off with everyone make me a survival check.
Ooh. That was a 19, bruv.
I don't want to say.
It's very fitting that I rolled a 7 for my survival check.
Say, so Darren, with
I
your
am not doing well.
With your 19, you do look around and you can kind of get your bearings and think that you guys might need to travel south. David, you rolled a crit fail, so you definitely are 100% convinced you need to travel north.
I'm just staring at his crushed testes.
And Alex is in too much pain to even think about traveling at the moment, so play with that.
I don't want to play with it.
My keen eye makes me think the south is the trajectory we must head on.
I think I'm gonna puke.
I can't stop looking at him.
I just put my nose and my fingers and was like, Jesus Christ. David, can you go help Alex with his testicles, please?
I'd rather not.
Oh.
Can you just touch his shoulder? Does it have to be the area affected by the damage you have to cradle? Or could you just touch him on the forearm? And,
Why do I
and
have to
heal them
cradle
that
them?
way? Well, because how else are you going to cup them? You or just put a finger on each one, and then just let the green healing energy flow through the tips into his testicles.
Can I do it through a stick or something?
I mean, I'm sure you could channel the magic through some type of vessel, like I do with my staff of Mary Jane and whatnot. So
Good idea.
sure.
Give me your staff.
Boys.
Okay, I hand David my staff so he can put it on Alex's balls and heal them.
Okay, Alex, what were you going to say?
I just want to remind everyone that I do have a potion of healing if nobody feels comfortable gripping my balls.
No.
Alex, shh, let him.
Okay,
So I take the staff, and the part where you put your mouth, like little opening round spot, that's what I slip over. There you go, there, buddy.
Over what?
Over his testes. We got
the
to heal
whole
him. Package, baby.
All right, David, roll me some healing.
Let's see here. Which one's the touch one?
The bad touch.
Cure wounds.
Oh,
that's a good touch. That's a 14.
All the health.
damn, 2d8 plus 3 rolled a 14. So, Alex, you can add 14 health back to your character, which means Alex is now one shy of being full HP. So, Alex, you feel David...
Oh my goodness, my balls feel amazing.
and it's all because of David.
Hold on,
And without
What can I say?
what's that product? A Manscaped. This is where the Manscaped ad goes.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
Hey.
fellas, you don't want to go out on this Valentine's Day with an untrimmed lawn.
And then for David, this is where the BetterHelp digital therapist advertisement goes.
Yep.
Have you
I
been
am
assaulted
confused.
recently?
All right, so
I'm feeling things I've never felt
after
before.
this is done, I take back my staff of Mary Jane from David, and without wiping off the top of it, I take a pull.
gross.
Oh my.
Oh no!
How many days have we been here without a shower?
Yeah. I could smell it.
All right, let's move on.
This is exactly what David had planned for the session today.
So, Darren, all three of you, you notice that, it's getting late in the day. The sun is quickly setting. It is quickly growing dark, and you guys still find yourselves in the middle of the forest. However, Darren, with your 19 survival check, you do know that you should probably be traveling south.
Well, I feel like we don't want to be caught in this forest in the dark, gentlemen, so I say we start heading south. Any quarrels with that idea?
Nope. All in. South
Yep,
appears to be
feeling
the
it.
place to go.
All right, so as you guys...
You lead the way with you and your new testicles.
Oh my goodness.
Alex just has an absolutely
man.
massive boner right now.
Yeah, just these shiny balls hanging out of his pants, pointing the way.
Oh, I've got the most confident, wide legs, arms folded over,
Yeah.
big cocky smile.
Just
Blue
a couple
Chew.
of peeled, hard-boiled eggs down there, baby.
All right, so as you guys make your way south through the forest, it starts to get dark, and you don't find yourselves outside the forest by the time the sun is fully set and nighttime has taken hold within the forest. So I want each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Dexterity?
Oh, shit.
With disadvantage? What the fuck? What are we doing here?
Dexterity saving throw
What if-
with disadvantage.
Oh
Well,
my
we've got
god.
dark vision. Does that help at all?
12.
14 with disadvantage.
And 21. So 12.
Ooh, I got a 21 and then a nat 20 to bring it to 24.
Oh, shit.
21, I guess.
All right,
There you go.
So,
I can't take the nat 20.
David, you rolled your 21, and you also brought up the fact that you have dark vision as well, which I will credit for your good rolls. And so, David, you're the only one that manages just in the nick of time to sidestep a net trap that captured your other two companions. And Dorinius and Sir Alex, you find yourselves hoisted into the canopy of the forest inside this net. And as soon as you reach the top of this net trap, a gas deploys right in your face, and I want both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Oh my god, no! Oh, it's only a 5.
Oh, 19. I'm okay.
So, Darren, you almost immediately pass out from this gas. And so, Darren, you lay unconscious. Alex rolled a nat 20, actually, -1, 19. So, Alex, you do manage to kind of stave off the tiredness and the lethargy that you feel within your body. But unfortunately, eventually, you do succumb to the gas, and you as well pass out. And now, David, you find yourself on the forest floor, having dodged this trap, now looking up at your two unconscious travel companions in a net that's probably about 35, 40 feet in the air.
Okay, I'm going to fill my coffee while David gets me out of this predicament.
I've got just the thing for this. So I'm going to cast my cloud of daggers on them. Okay. So I fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet from each side, centered on a point that I choose. And I'm just picturing these daggers spinning around them and cutting the net.
I would like you to read me the damage portion of that spell, please.
When you cast a spell using spell slot, blah, blah, blah. Oh, where is it? 4d4.
All right, so seeing as how both Alex and Darren are currently unconscious and you have just casted a cloud of daggers around them, I would like you to roll me 4d4 of damage that will be inflicted upon both of your friends. I will say this, they will be able to... the cloud of daggers will free them from the net, but they will take 44 damage from that cloud of daggers.
I don't think my damage would apply to them because it says it spins around them from a point that I originate. What was it?
Okay, so
centered on a point that I choose.
You want to basically just have it cutting like one of the sides of the net, so you're not centering it on them, but just get it close enough to cut the net.
Well, it's spinning around them, like it's centered on them, and then spinning in a circle around them, cutting the net.
All right, I can accept that. Unfortunately for them, they are 40 feet in the air.
It's okay. Darren's got my ring of feather falling I gave him. Oh, and I'm going to attempt to catch Sir Alex.
Yeah, so, okay, how are you going to try to catch Sir Alex?
With my bare hands.
I'm going to land testicles first on him.
All right, so, Alex is unconscious, so there's no way he can do a roll for this. But, David, I want you to make me a strength check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, all right. First one's a nat 20. But
Jesus,
I guess I'm not using that one again. Hey, and that one's a fucking 19.
All right, damn, that's not too bad. Okay, so Darren, unconscious and sleeping like a babe, with his ring of feather falling, slowly floats to the forest floor without much issue. And it's hilarious that actually helped Darren being the one winged character of the party.
Yeah, man.
And then David, you succeeded. So how do you catch Alex as his unconscious body is falling from 40 feet from the forest canopy?
As he's falling, I'm running and I jump in the air and catch him. And kind of as I'm horizontal in the air, catch him in my arms, and then I land on my back with him.
Aw, that's adorable. So, as you land on the ground, Alex cradled in your arms like a newborn baby. Alex is sucking on his thumb. And
yeah, sure. That's what I'm sucking on, yeah.
David, you find yourself pinned
getting weird.
under...
Were you sucking on David or yourself? Now I'm curious what you were implying.
Did I ever flip my assless chaps back around how they're supposed to be?
David, I'm really happy that you're prone on the ground with Alex laying on top of you. Because as this is happening, you're feeling good about yourself having saved your companion from untold injuries, falling from that kind of height. You hear the leaves crunching behind heavy footfalls, or underneath heavy footfalls, and all of a sudden above you stands a dark silhouette who raises a club and hits you hard in the head. And your lights go out, and all three of you are now unconscious.
Wow.
Well, that was a very cool way to get knocked out, David. I'll give you that. That worked really well done in getting us out of that.
The rolls were on my side on that one.
Were they ever?
Yeah, I had to think on my feet there because I was hoping you would fail that roll horribly and Alex would hit you and knock you out as well. So, but
that's what I was expecting.
Everybody make me a Constitution check.
Oh, this has not been my best. That was not bad. 16.
So I just want to throw out that my last one was a nat 20. to really enforce that, I just rolled a 4.
Okay, so Darren, you're the first one that kind of comes to after an unknown amount of time. However, you do see that it's still dark out, so you'd have to assume you haven't been out for too long. And you look down, and you are stark naked.
Oh no! Sorry, I cover my shame as I'm looking around, being like, what the fuck? Just kind of looking around where I am to get a bearings of just like what shit looks like around me.
Well,
and understanding of where I am.
You can see both Alex and David are basically quite near you, next to you. However, they are both fully clothed.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I checked my butthole.
Your butthole is fine.
Okay.
Although I would like to say that when I was telling my idea of tonight's session to my wife, it was her idea to have you naked, and she also wanted your butt to have a bit of soreness to it. And I said no.
What? I'm speaking directly to your wife right now. What the fuck, man?
But Darren, not only
This is a PG-13 show.
But Darren, not only do you notice that obviously your two companions are there unconscious with you, you also notice that you're contained within a very sturdy-looking wooden cage that is about the size of a large walk-in closet, 10 feet by 10 feet cube.
Right.
And it is...
Still outdoors?
Yeah, still
or indoors in
Still
a cage?
outdoors. You notice the faint glow of a fire coming from what you assume is the front of the cage, and you also notice that, like I said, it's a sturdily built cage. It's not made of, sticks and twigs. It's made of, lumber and logs.
Okay.
And so, David, you were the second best constitution roll, so now you come to consciousness and also see what Darren is seeing.
Why is his balls out and why is your dick out now?
Man, I wish I knew. Why am I the naked one and you still get to keep all of your things on? What kind of crazy evil are we about to deal
And then,
with?
Alex, you wake up.
Where's my gun?
Yeah, that's a great question. Where's my staff? Where's my wing?
Glad you asked that, Alex, because as, David and Alex can see, Darren is completely naked. He's got nothing on him, not even his ring of feather falling. He is stripped to his birthday suit.
Goodness gracious, man.
David and...
I'm using my wings like Falcon to shield himself. I just have them wrapped around me like a toga.
I like that. And David and Alex, you find that you have basically nothing on yourselves except for, an undershirt and your boxer shorts.
My God, they took all my limes. Evil.
My Slayer jacket.
Those evil.
I still would like to know why my cock is out and yours is not.
Would you like us to strip down and maybe perhaps make you not feel so out of place here?
Well, solidarity would be nice, but don't feel the pressure, I suppose.
I leave my pants on.
No. I kind of look... I understand what he's doing, but when I look away, I kind of do like the little...
I really wanted to see Alex's dick. Damn it.
I really wanted to see those new balls he's been toting around.
Trust me, these boys have been through quite a lot lately. I'm actually very interested as to why Darinius is the only one of us that's naked.
It seems strange, right?
Right? You're not wrong there. This is odd.
Is this possibly maybe a hate crime from the Graff side of the family or something of those sorts? I don't know, but I don't like it, and I would like to speak with who's in charge.
Everybody make me a perception check.
Can I roll for penis size?
Well, actually, that's how...
That would be
so David rolled a 19, Alex with the 11, Darren with the...
24.
24, damn it. And now, Darren, I want you to roll me
inch.
a straight D20 for penis size, because it's the same thing we did with Chuck.
Come on, penis. Come on, penis. 2.
So this is like real life.
So this is role-playing as real as it gets. Wow.
Write that down. Add that to his character
I
sheet.
think that might be my...
To my inventory.
I think that might be my favorite role of the entire show.
Hang on. Can I roll for erect? This is soft. Can I be a grower, not a shower? Can I roll for erect?
Sure. Darren's just sitting there full off at himself, and we're like, what the fuck?
Hang on. It's just cold outside of this cage. One second, boys. Let me show you what I'm really showing.
Swear to God, if he rolls a 3 here.
What?
14!
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
All right, so
All right.
Okay.
Easy there, buddy.
So with my magnificent erection, I just stand so the moonlight caress it so they can see. See what I mean?
so what
Out of the shower, not so good, but when it comes to business, it's like a turtle where it like goes into the body a bit. I'm a chubbier guy, so I can blame that on my fupa.
All right, so but with your perception checks, Alex, you rolled an 11, so you see basically what Darren saw when he first woke up. You're contained within a sturdy wooden cage.
That's what I was looking at. Okay,
Yeah.
thank God. Yeah.
And you see some faint firelight, but you're still a little bit groggy after having woken up from the gas that knocked you out. Both David and Darren, you can see that this firelight is coming from a small campfire that seems to have 3 individuals sitting around it. You see a couple of, shaggy-looking tents set up for, sleeping quarters, and you see a small wagon with a donkey attached to it.
Can I sense Fleetwood anywhere?
I am very happy you asked that because I had that in mind.
Ooh.
And the answer is no.
You know what?
Yeah, he's dead.
Make me a perception check with advantage.
Perception
What's in the
with
soup?
advantage. 16. 17. I'll take the
17. Yeah, so with the 17, you look to your left and it looks like by your estimation about 25, 30 feet just outside of this camp, just beyond the firelight, you can see 2 shimmering little eyes that are reflecting the firelight within the darkness.
Okay. I'm just going to keep that information with myself for right now until we know exactly what's going on.
Perfect. David, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to try to get their attention and try to get them to come talk to us.
All right, how are you going to do that?
Hey, fuck sticks. What the fuck's going on?
Hey, fuck sticks.
All right, so
That'll do
one
it.
of them
The subtle approach.
stands up from the fire. He's hooded and cloaked. You can't really see his face. And he walks up to the cage and he says, well, I see you 3 have awoken. Welcome. How are you feeling?
Where the fuck are my undergarments?
Well,
Where's my guns?
see, this is the thing. You embarrassed me. And he looks at you, Darren. And he says, so I felt like I should return the favor. And he pulls his hood down, and you see a scar scrawled across his forehead.
Oh no. Ah!
It's Crim.
Great! And I grab the fucking cage and I just start shaking the bar.
As you try to do that, you realize that your hands and feet are shackled, and you fall flat on your face as you try to get up to shake the bars, and he just kind of laughs. Ever since our encounter, I've been thinking that despite the fact that you killed 2 of my brothers, it was probably for the best. Because after I led that tiefling to you, and he gave me a bag of 100 gold, I've been living a great life. It has always actually been a dream of mine to come to Fort Fjords because I've heard of their legendary ale and pipeweed. And of course I wanted to get a piece of that for myself, and, well, along my journey I picked up a couple of friends that can help me thieve, rob, and murder my way up here, and we've been having a good old time hanging out in this region, and then, just when I thought my luck couldn't get any better, I saw the 3 of you walk through town today, and decided maybe I should get some retribution.
No. I am going to finish that work I started, my friend.
And, this little moniker that you've carved into my head, CRIM, it's actually not a bad name. I actually kind of like it. And after you killed my 2 brothers, I became, well, I like to think I'm a very independent man. And so, my name is not Crim, but I've decided to add it to my name and give myself a little nickname. And so, my first name is actually Trent. And so, gentlemen, you can call me...
You would be a fucking
And
Trent.
so, gentlemen, you can call me Trent Crim, the Independent.
I won't. Yes, I will be calling you whatever I goddamn wish.
You are a fuck stick now and forever.
Hold on.
Yes, fuck stick.
Does nobody get that reference?
Trent Crim?
No Ted Lasso fans?
I've never seen the show. I was thinking you were talking about Roz Trent from The Lonely Island.
Damn it. No, what? No, there's a reporter in Ted
Swing and a
Lasso
miss.
called Trent CRIM, and he reports for the Independent newspaper.
Oh, no.
All right, well, fine. Fuck me then.
Oh, David, someone is going to be watching this episode and go like, "Wow, like that was a really good one. I can't believe those other guys didn't
And
get
yes,
it."
so Trent
That's true.
CRIM standing in front of you, shit-eating grin on his face, looking quite pleased with himself.
I am just sitting like crisscross applesauce right now, just in my mind palace, going over ways to get out of this situation.
Trent looks at you and he's
and
like,
kill
"Oh, it
him in
seems
the
like
most
it's a bit cold
fucking
out here, isn't it?"
painful way. Just wait until I get...
It's a dick
Killing
joke.
you will engorge me enough that you will see the pure might of my fury, and I will beat you to death with it, you fuck.
And how exactly are you going to do that? Look at your situation. I've got the three of you under my thumb.
Sir, I was born in this realm in shackles. I will shed these just like I did before.
Please, try your best. I'm standing here.
Well, not right
I won't-
now. I'm not going to tell you my
gonna
plan.
flex it,
I
bust
won't,
out
I
of here.
won't hurt you. I won't do anything to stop your escape. Try and escape right now. Go for it. Do it.
Oh, only because you want me to? I'm not going to do it.
No, I don't want to.
And he
No, I didn't know what. Now I just don't want to escape. No, I'm fine.
takes a big, like, nasally snort, like he's gathering a loogie in the back of his throat, and he looks
no.
at you, and then smiles and walks away.
The fucking... Just me, Darren Warts, and Victoria fucking fury I have right now to destroy this NPC.
I could hear when Susie said loogie, I heard the deep breath.
And so he walks back to the campfire to rejoin his compatriots. They're, you can see they're drinking, they're smoking, they're eating, they're laughing, telling jokes, having a good time.
How many people are around the campfire?
3, including CRIM.
There's 3, including CRIM. So he has 2 people with him. Okay. And CRIM said he had a bag of gold that was like it had 100 gold in it.
Yes, if you guys remember the combat episode, I believe it was episode 7, was the last time you encountered CRIM. He had led the tiefling and his bears and his troops to you. The tiefling tossed him a bag of gold before Darren threw some magic missiles. Yeah, you threw a couple magic missiles at him. The tiefling deflected a couple of them, and then CRIM absconded into the forest.
God, yeah, we haven't seen him in like 13 episodes, man. I forgot about him.
Yeah, well, it's been 11 episodes, I believe. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Is it 11? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna die.
So, gentlemen, I will say this.
I have an idea.
I have lots of stuff planned out for how you could possibly escape. However, it is up to you. This is a sandbox situation. Play in the space.
I think we should bribe the guys.
You think we should bribe them?
Well, I don't know how much gold you guys have, but I don't think I have as much gold as you guys, and I'm sitting on 1,000, and this guy is like really happy to get a fucking 100 gold.
Alex, as you think that, you realize that you have nothing on you, and you look to the wagon that you had previously seen, and it appears that most of, or perhaps all of your stuff is sitting in the back of the wagon. You
gonna
can't
skull
bribe
fuck these
people
guys.
with gold you don't have.
Damn it! Let me just tear this whole page out of my notebook.
I would
like-
like to investigate the cell we're in, but like very slowly, quietly, to create as little amount of like them noticing the movement, because my whole mission right now is to just ass naked beat this man to death with my fists.
Okay, so this is going to be a series
your
of rolls.
fists. That's what you want to beat him with, eh?
Let's go with a...
Oh, that's coming at the end. We're gonna have to beep the last 10 minutes of this episode if I get out of this cage.
Darren, so let's start with a stealth check, please.
Stealth check. Okay. Do I get advantage because I'm naked?
No, the stealth check is going to determine whether or not you get advantage or disadvantage on your investigation check.
Whoa. Okay. That is a 9.
Okay, so make me an investigation check, just a regular investigation check. No disadvantage, no advantage.
That is a fucking 8.
You see basically the things you've already noticed. You've got 2 companions in there with you. You're all shackled. I will mention your shackles are basically like kind of like a hog tie. Your hands and your feet are shackled together in close proximity.
I look over at Notab and Sir Alex. I'm just like, I feel that I might be too clouded by my rage for this band to be able to properly formulate a plan here, folks.
So I kind of whisper to them so that, like, no one else can hear us. I'm just kind of shooting some ideas their way. So I could use my shatter ability on a central point around them by the campfire, and it would do some fucking damage.
What does shatter do? Sorry,
I just don't know how we get out of the cage. A loud noise erupts from a point of my choice. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered there makes a Constitution saving throw, and 3d8 thunder damage on a fail, half as much on a successful one.
All right, would you like to do that?
No, I'm just pitching the idea to my boys here, because that doesn't get us out of the cage, but that could do some damage.
So, say the damage again, like the how it interacts around us. Does it pulse out from your body?
Well, no, I center it on a point of my choosing. So, like, I'm picturing the campfire, and it just, like, booms in a sphere from that campfire, and everything in it takes 3d8 damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful.
See, I wonder if that put the door to our cell.
I feel like we'd be taking that damage.
That's true. We probably would.
I could,
I like it. Let's put that in the maybe pile.
Yeah, that's just, just throwing it out there.
Because I'm just trying to... game question to our Lord and Savior God. Do I have to physically interact with my Pokeball, or do I just need to speak the word?
No, you need to physically interact with it.
I have to...
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of words, where can I investigate and see where my bag of holding is sitting?
Yeah, sure. Make me an investigation check.
Or not my bag of holding, my
boat of
holding.
Boat of holding. Yeah,
yes.
Make me an investigation check.
That's a 10.
You can't see it, but you suspect it's probably with the rest of the stuff contained in the back of the wagon. And I will say it's nothing fancy. It's just a little, basically, what looks like a hay carrier pulled by a donkey.
And is that right around them, or is that a little off in the distance?
It's close enough to the campfire, yeah.
Okay.
Let's say it's about 15, 20 feet from the campfire, but still within, obviously, throwing range.
Okay.
So there's that. I was thinking of exploding boat on their faces.
Yeah, I liked where that was going.
Let's go to Alex. Alex, what would you like to do?
I would like to investigate myself.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Oh my God, it's a 7.
Yep. You see some guys sitting around a fire and notice, finally, that you're shackled on your ankles and wrists.
Mm-hmm. And I assume that I also notice that I don't have my money. What am I going to do here? Can I is there anything else that I can investigate? Can I take a closer look at the guards sitting by the fire?
Roll me a perception check.
I'm on perception check. Okay, yeah.
5.
Oh my God.
Yep. No,
Dear
Alex. Alex, what are you seeing right now with your 5?
Probably not a lot. I am noticing a thin outline of what appears to be 4 or 5 people.
Darren, all of a sudden you hear a gentle meow from behind you.
I turn. But not enough to draw attention, just to
Sitting there is Fleetwood, and it looks as if Fleetwood has found a kind of long, thin piece of rock, and he kind of drops it within the cage just next to you.
I just kind of seem like I'm readjusting myself where I'm sitting, and just kind of butt my back up to the cage wall and grab it, but not before giving him a little chin scratch. Thanks, buddy. And then I grab the...
And then he kind of
thin piece of rock.
bounds off back into the forest out of firelight range.
Okay, all right. How much would you say sweet young Fleetwood is able to carry?
He's a pretty small cat.
He's a little cat? Okay.
Yeah, because you said he was like a tortoise.
They'd notice him dragging David's bag of holding across the cat.
I think you said he was like a tortoise shell cat, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say they can carry a
say,
max of 10 pounds, maybe.
Can he, in this fantasy world, be a tortoise shell cat, so he's like a shelled cat.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's got a cute little hard shell on him. He's like a mix between like a cat and an armadillo.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Just for rule of cool.
Yep,
love it.
I like that.
What would the check be to try and pick my cuffs? Because I don't want to like try it and break the rock if I'm terrible at it.
That would be what I'm doing basically is counting this rock as a primitive lock-picking tool, so it would be a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Table talk. What are your guys' sleight of hands?
+3.
Also +3.
Oh, okay, so we're all the same. Okay. Then I am going to just like not trying to draw attention to myself, not looking like I'm trying to pick my cuffs. I'm going to try and dabble around and see if I can get it in the keyhole of my clasps there and see if I can do anything to release myself.
Are you doing it on your hands or your feet first?
Hands.
On your hands, okay. Yeah, make me a sleight of hand check, please. And you know what, Darren, let's say with advantage, just because you're sitting there by yourself, you've got time to try and fiddle around with it.
Okay, well, first roll is a 15. It's going to be the 15.
Yeah, so your cuffs, after a little bit of fiddling around, they're very primitive, like irons. They don't really have like a proper lock on them. It's more like just insert something that's the proper shape and push a little trigger point, and your manacles on your hands pop open.
Okay. Now I just want to investigate and see what the guards are doing before I try and do my feet.
It seems like they're getting drunker and higher, and it seems like whatever you would probably want to try and do, you might be able to do with advantage because they're far from sober.
Yes, enjoy these revelries, you fucks, because it is not going to last long.
And now I try and pick my feet cuffs.
Yeah, make me another sleight of hand. And also with advantage.
Ooh, that one's a 5. And that one's a 7. Fuck.
Okay, so unfortunately the rock snaps in half, and now you have two smaller pieces of what was originally kind of a long, thin rock.
Is it still enough to pick?
Yes, but you won't have advantage.
Okay, I'm going to slide. Who's closest to me? No Tab or Sir Alex?
Well, I would say in my headcanon, you were kind of sitting in the middle of both of them, kind of in one of the corners of the cage, and then Alex and David are in opposite corners. So you're not within kind of like handing off sliding range, but you could try and throw it to them.
No offense to David, but a fighter's hand-to-hand combat would be more useful right now if we get caught in the middle of this. So I'm
talking
going
about these
to...
musician fingers aren't enough for you?
These nimble fingers aren't going to get you out of some tough shit. I'm going to slide half of the broken lockpick to Sir Alex so he can do the same before trying my feet cuffs again.
All right. Yes. Okay, so Darren, you're just going to basically like toss it to him, right?
Yeah, just like an underhand, nonchalant.
Yeah, okay. Well, since your hands are no longer manacled, I won't make you roll for that. So, Alex, make me a sleight of hand check to see if you can, grab this out of the air without much fuss.
It doesn't look like I'm going to do it.
So, Alex rolled a 7. So, Alex, you knock this piece of rock out of the air and outside of the cage.
See? Nimble fingers, that's what I'm saying.
But, Darren, you still have one piece of this rock.
Can I be telekinetically getting Fleetwood to search for some more of them stones?
Yeah, sure. You could probably tell him to do that. I'll roll a perception check for Fleetwood right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes up to you and he finds another long stone and drops it off and once again retreats back into the forest outside of view.
Okay.
So roll me a sleight of hand check with advantage now that you've got another proper little rock.
I'm going to try and get my feet. First, I'm going to slide the other half-broken one over to Sir Alex so he can try again.
Okay. Alex, make me a sleight of hand check to see if you
Please don't knock this one out of the cage.
Grab this one out of the air.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. 21.
Okay, yeah. So, Alex, you're able to grab this shard of stone, and now you've got it in your hands. So, Alex, make me another sleight of hand check. No disadvantage, no advantage, just a regular one.
Just a regular old 8.
Alex tries to open his manacles, but he gets a bit jittery, tosses it into the air, tries to catch it, and knocks it out of the cage.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
I'm trying to get my fucking feet free.
Do I? I'm pretty sure I have Smith's tools as one of my bonus.
Pretty sure you have nothing on you right now.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Darren, make me a sleight of hand check with advantage to try and open your
Come on, feet.
manacles.
That one's a 10. That one's better, 17.
Yeah, so you managed to open the manacles on your feet. You're now fully, loose.
Okay.
You have free
But I'm
range
going
of the
to-
cage, and I will say that you've kind of gotten the hang of this long rock lockpicking kit, and you're able to free both Alex and Devad as well without much trouble.
Oh, excellent. Because I was going to, no offense to Alex, but I'll throw David the lockpick next because he lost 2 of them.
So all three of you are now
none taken.
basically free from your shackles within this cage.
Okay.
I keep
I would
my
like
hands
to-
behind my back,
Yeah.
so it looks like
Yeah.
I'm still shackled.
I still want to
I
have, because I
follow
assume
suit.
there's circular shackles with like the pivot joint in them to clasp them shut, so I'm going to keep those around my ankles as if they're still.
Yeah, and so
Attached?
and like I said, they were kind of like hog ties, so your hands would be in front of you, David, attached to your ankles.
Okay. Well, I hold in that position to make it look like it.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, still holding the rope. The rope's like untied, but I'm just holding it
All right.
as if it were. And then I'm just like, so do we maybe cause like a bit of commotion so they come in here to like cuff us or something or give us a schmack? And then we start a good old brouhaha? Or what do you guys think we should do now?
They're very drunk and high. I feel like we may be able to sneak our way over to out of our cages now, and over to our bags and secure some weapons because I would like to shoot them.
Yes, all I request is you leave that fuckhead CRIM for me. You can hit him, you can hurt him, you can get him down to low health points, but I would like the killing blow.
I'll do the best I can for you, Derinius. I owe you that.
I appreciate that.
I'm pretty strong, so no promises. I mean, might get away from you.
You guys are still trapped in a cage, so what would you like to do?
What's the door lock situation on that?
You can see that basically the front of the cage that's facing the camp, so towards the campfire, the tents, the donkey, the wagon, etc. It does look like there's a small door that is currently being held by a large wrought iron chain with a primitive-looking padlock on it.
I would like to walk out of the cage.
How?
By opening the door.
Okay, you try to open the door, and the door, as I just described, is locked by a wrought iron chain and a primitive-looking padlock.
Yep, worth a shot. Maybe it's been unlocked. I don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, when you're, like, leaving a farm and you just pretend to lock the cow gate?
Yeah.
By just wrapping the chain around? It's that same kind of thing.
Alex, Alex, no, I appreciate what you were doing. You were trying to, get around what is commonly one of the biggest trip-ups for D&D parties. Doors.
They'll get you.
Yeah. But
Were you
no,
pushing or pulling?
it is locked, Alex.
Okay. Damn it. Well,
Okay,
boys,
then
it
I'll-
appears that this door is locked.
And I could try and pick the lock with this little stone again.
Yeah, Darren, make me a sleight of hand check.
Do I still get a Vanny?
No, because the lock is kind of on the outside of the cage, so you're doing this without being able to
Okay.
look directly at it. So I will say it's just a regular check.
David, do you need a loot to give me inspiration? Bardic inspiration?
I mean, I could just whisper sing to you.
I think it's just like what, David? What are the components on it? Does it say S or V?
Let's see here.
It just says, as a bonus action, a creature other than myself within 6 feet who can hear you gains an inspiration die.
All right, yeah. So that, David, don't try and cheat me. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. You only have one bardic inspiration left. So would you like to burn your final bardic inspiration to give Darren an extra 1d6?
I feel like that if there was any time to use it, this would be it.
Yeah.
So
I can appreciate
I'm gonna
that.
whisper sing
What-
to you.
What song are you whispering?
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Me.
Ooh, 2 grows to 4. Let's just say that.
Just went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Darren, roll me
Yeah,
a
I-
sleight of hand check plus a d6, if you would like to use it, of course.
Yeah, I'm just going to say to use it off the hop, so I don't want to chance that.
I mean, you don't have to until
Slight-
you see the... Ooh.
Yeah, you can add it
11.
after seeing the roll.
So you rolled an
I'm good, 'cause
11.
It's an 11. 11 plus 4, so that's 15.
So, Darren, you managed to put this skinny little rock directly into the padlock. You fiddle around with it for a few seconds, and finally, you hear a little, and the padlock falls open.
Okay. I gingerly, I'd recheck over my shoulder to the guys around the campfire, or I'd nod to Alex.
You're
to
facing
keep
them
watch.
right now, basically.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Yeah, the front door was facing the campfire and the camp in general.
Without letting anything fall to the ground loudly, I'm gonna take the lock and I'm gonna slide it out from the chains while holding the chains with my left hand.
You know what's fun?
So they don't crinkle.
You know what's fun, Darren? You can't just say that you do something without making noise. You have to make a stealth roll.
Okay, well then I'm making a stealth roll to do it quietly.
All these rules.
Oh my God, it's a 6. I am gonna. Do I still have that inspiration?
I gave you one earlier in the episode. Yeah.
No, the bardic one. Is that good for all rolls? or is it
No,
just one roll.
He's got to kind of re-up. Or actually, does it say for 10 minutes?
It's a 1 ability check attack. roll,
One,
so
yeah. So it's
okay.
But you do
Okay,
have
yeah.
an inspiration die.
Burn in that inspiration.
Yeah, roll me another stealth check.
That one's better. 22.
All right, so
a little better.
how do you remove this
Yeah.
chain stealthily?
So right after the pop of the lock happens, I palm the stone in my hand, still holding it. Like I said, I'm gripping the knot of chains with my left hand, and I just slowly slide the lock out from the links with my right. And I bend down, I just lightly place that on the ground. And then, when you're holding a bunch of chains, you just kind of slowly start to spread your hands open, and gravity will just kind of let them dangle down.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just slowly bringing my hands down and apart so that the links are just slowly straightening until they're just down like fucking hippie beads in a doorway.
So you're just kind of
Just hanging there.
curling them up on the ground, or are you holding onto the chain?
Yeah. No, I'm putting them on the ground for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Getting them right off there so we can. And then,
Well, yeah, with your
looking
22,
back at the
you
guys.
can do that without issue, and then the door kind of slowly swings open without much noise.
Okay, I look back at the guys. So are we now thinking? So now
Are we gonna sneak over to the wagon and get our things?
Yes, and then we're gonna kill.
Yeah, we're gonna kill.
All right, before we get this underway, I want everybody to roll me initiative. You haven't been spotted, but I just want to get a marching order going here.
Yeah, that's fair.
9.
Motherfucking 4. Oh no, plus 3, 7.
7. You got a
17.
17, Darren.
Oh, sick.
And so, Darren, you are, well, I feel like it's appropriate, seeing as how you opened the door. You're up first.
Okay, where is? How far would you say the cart is from me?
The which, sorry?
The cart where we're assuming all of our gear is.
I would say it's probably about 30 feet from you. It's not super far. I mean, it's a small
Excellent.
camp. There's only 3 of them. They're not, setting up a big old city or something. So yeah, it's probably only about 30 feet.
Is there a lot of shrubbery around this camp where I can use that to kind of remain in the shadows, Assassin's Creed style?
There's a few trees, but it seems like they picked kind of not a huge clearing, but at least an area where the trees are sparse. So I will say there's 1 tree between you and the wagon.
While I'm slowly taking a wide berth and moving very, very slowly to wrap around to the wagon, away from us, so on the opposite end from the camp, I would like to just cast a thaumaturgy of wolves howling.
Ah, okay. So coming from the opposite side, so they'll try and
just
look.
so that if there's
do you need to
Steve.
make? You can just do thaumaturgy, right? There's
that's a cantrip, I can just do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all of a sudden, as Darren starts to exit the cage and sneak towards the wagon, you hear the faint and faraway sound of wolves howling, and all 3 of the guys stop talking and just kind of look in that general direction.
Excellent.
And so, Darren, I'd like you to make me a stealth roll with advantage.
Oh, God, I'm so stressed right now. All right, let's go. It's a 15 and a 21.
All right.
I'll take that one.
With a 21, I will say that you managed to make it to the wagon without being spotted. And I will say that, well, you've used your movement, you've used an action, and I'll give you one more bonus action to grab one thing from the wagon.
Oh, my Pokeball, baby.
You want to grab your Pokeball?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm grabbing.
All right. Now we'll go to Alex, who is next in initiative. Alex, what would you like to do?
I would like to sprint towards the
I still feel my coffee. After all that stealth, I run right at him.
I am running right at the cart.
Okay.
And I am going right for my musket.
Okay, Alex, make me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Okay, hold on.
Is my thaumaturgy make it so it's just a regular roll? Can I cast wolves again?
No, you don't. It's not your turn anymore, Darren. Shut up.
I was just trying to help.
Okay. Whew, I'm trying to will this into existence here. Okay, so. But it's disadvantage, right?
Well, yeah, so Alex rolled a not natural 20, but it's disadvantage, so roll me one more, Alex.
Oh, here
Come
we
on,
go.
baby.
Here we go.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Yes! Yes!
Hey.
Like the wind.
Did it! Alex rolled a 23, so it's disadvantage, so we take the 20, Alex. You piece of shit. So what are you doing? You're literally just sprinting?
Yeah, no. It's
No one sees him.
It's the T-1000, like, straight arm. Like,
I can't believe you
directly
got away
towards
with
my
that.
gun. Like,
Oh my
single-minded
God.
focus. Yeah.
All right, so Alex somehow, with the stealthiness of Usain Bolt if he was a ninja, apparently, sprints towards the wagon. And Alex, you now have your gun in your hands, and now we will go to Devad. Devad, what would you like to do?
There will not be a turn after my next one. Let me say that.
Oh my God.
So I'm looking at Darren at his stealthy approach, and then I'm looking at Alex with his not so stealthy approach.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna combat roll over there.
There you
It's
go.
A mix of the two.
It's like 30 feet.
A lot of rolls. I did it before when we were rolling behind that whatever it was we were taking cover from the bad tiefling.
Okay,
It's
well
the
then,
Elden Ring approach.
first of all, David, I would like you to make me a stealth check.
Come on, baby. That'll be a 16.
All right,
Yeah.
and then I would like you to make me an athletics roll with advantage, just because you rolled so well with your stealth check.
All right, first one will be that's a crit fail, so I'm not going to take that one, I don't think.
Nah, I'll just take that one.
And the other one's 16.
Yeah. All right.
So I think I'll take that one.
You do 7 combat rolls in a row, and you somehow, it's a real good thing these guys are super drunk and high. They're like on the verge
How
of passing
wasted
out.
are these?
And so Darren, naked as the day he was born, snuck across. Alex with his, well, he's a half elf, so it kind of makes sense that he doesn't make sound when he runs.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Fair,
like
fair.
Legolas walking on the snow in Fellowship of the Rings. And then David
Sprinting.
combat rolls his way, 7 combat rolls in a row. Doesn't even get dizzy before he gets to the wagon.
Just it's the count.
And so, David, I will grant you the same thing I granted the previous 2 who successfully made it to the wagon. I will let you grab one item from the wagon.
I reach into my bag, and I look at everyone else like, you know what I'm grabbing. And I slowly pull out my Slayer vest, and I put it on.
Never leave home without it.
Yeah. And as you do that, one of the guys, not CRIM, from around the fire, kind of like glances over and notices the cage door is wide open, and he jumps to his feet. He's like, where do they... And then he looks at the wagon and sees Darren naked with a Pokeball, Alex with a gun in his hand, and David putting on his Slayer vest. And now, gentlemen, we are in proper combat. And the guy who spotted you is going to go first because he rolled best on initiative. And he is basically, well, like I said, they're drunk and high. So he's kind of like stumbling around, and he looks around and he finally finds his short bow, and he pulls up his short bow And he's going to roll a ranged attack at Darren, just because you kind of stand out being, naked.
And you got no armor on.
And
just saying. I do.
Well, he's going to roll at disadvantage because he's drunk and he is shooting an arrow. So that first one is a 16. The next one is a 19. So, Darren, what is your AC?
Yeah. Well, I mean, 13 on a good day.
All right, so he takes a
But is
shot.
that with your armor, though?
That's with my armor. I think naked, everybody's a 10.
Yeah.
Oof.
So Darren, he is going to do. Oh, you're lucky. He rolled a 1 + 2, so he does 3 damage. Where does this arrow hit you?
Thigh meat.
Just right in the meat of the thigh, eh?
Right in the meat of the thigh. And after it doesn't hurt enough because I got me some juicy thighs that I can just break.
It was a 3 instead of a 2. It would have hit it.
Yeah, right. Thank God I have a 2-inch penis. Never been so happy.
And then he's going to use a bonus action to hide. And so...
Oh?
Hold on.
Looking like I see you.
And so he runs behind a tree and is now behind the tree. And so you guys will basically need to make a perception check to find him. But Darren, it is your turn now.
Well, I think you boys know where this is going. I kiss the Pokeball and I say, Leatherhead, I choose you. And I whip right over towards the group of motherfuckers. My boulette.
Okay. And so the bullet just escapes from this Pokeball. And soon as it does, it's really disoriented. It doesn't really know what's going on. This is the first time it's ever experienced something like this. So it kind of just jumps around like a bucking bull and then turns and looks at you, Darren. And we will say that this creature will be able to act on your initiative, Darren. And so I will say that throw to release him was your action. So you do have a bonus action and movement left if you would like to, and then the bullet will go after your turn.
Okay, I'm just looking. I have the bullet character sheet open right now.
Yeah, so do I.
So I think he's going to do a deadly leap towards the one that isn't CRIM.
Okay.
But even still, jumps at least 15 feet apart from its movement. Can use this action to land on its feet in the space that contains one or more creatures. Each of those creatures must succeed a DC 16 strength or dex saving throw, or be knocked prone and take 14 + 4 bludgeoning damage, or 14 + 4 slashing damage. I could also just roll 3d6 if I choose. And on a successful save, they only take half of that and aren't knocked prone.
All right, so I will say that they're basically, all three of them are pretty close together. They were all sitting around the fire.
Terrific.
So you will be able to get all three of them with this action, and they need to roll a dex saving.
There we go.
Yeah, dex or strength saving, your choice.
Well, they got a +2 to dex. So there's the first one, he fails. Second one succeeds. And CRIM also succeeds.
Okay,
so
all right.
Roll me some damage.
So that is 9 + 4, so that's 13 damage to whoever failed, and they're knocked prone. And then whoever passed it, they're not knocked prone, they take half of that. So whatever that would be, 6 or 7, probably 6.
Yeah, I think it rounds down for damage, so 6 damage.
And they're pushed back 5 feet out of the space of the bullet.
Gotcha. So, so Darren's bullet jumps in the air, lands with a huge thunderous rumble throughout the ground, and, one of them gets knocked prone, takes a lot of damage, and then CRIM and the other one are still on their feet, but that still did a decent amount of damage. That was... That hurt. And so, Darren, since you are done, we will now go in initiative. Who we got here? To Sir Alex.
All right, so we've got one person behind a tree and one person prone, and the third is going to be CRIM, right?
Yes. So I will say the one that got knocked prone was the one standing closest to the fire, basically, and then there was CRIM. Also next to him, but he survived, and then the one behind the tree also passed his dex check. So the one next to CRIM is the one that's looking kind of worse for wear.
Okay. But the one behind the tree involves an extra check to actually get him visible, right?
You would have to do a perception check.
Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm going to get the perception check, and I'm going to look for that guy behind the tree.
Go for it.
Nice.
All right. And I don't know, man. That's an 11.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Like,
It's a lot of trees.
Is that good enough to find him?
I will say you can see like half of his body poking out from behind the tree.
Half of his body poking out. Okay. So one of them is a little worse for wear. I don't think I need to worry about him too much. The other one is CRIM. Yeah, I'm going to go after that guy behind the tree. Shit. So I see like the faint outline of this guy. Is that enough for me to take aim and fire?
Make me a ranged attack with disadvantage. Just because
Ranged attack with disadvantage.
we'll call it like half cover he's got.
I feel like I've forgotten how to do this. Is this the right roll?
So it's a 19. Okay. Roll me one more.
One more. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yes.
27. Okay, but you'll take the 19 because it's disadvantage. Yeah. But you do. This guy has an armor class of 17, so you do hit him. So
I take out my gun.
Roll me some damage.
All right, that's a 10.
So
nice.
Alex takes out his gun and blows this guy's left arm off, the portion of his body that
sure
he
fucking
can see.
do.
And
It's a 50 cal. I didn't know that.
and he collapses to the ground, screaming in anger, and stands up, and you can notice just blood leaking from the stump of what used to be his left arm, but he is still standing. And now it is, well, the one that got hit real.
Wait, bonus action. Bonus action. Bonus action.
Yeah. What would you like to?
I'm shooting the other guy.
Hold on. How?
With my gun.
Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not giving this up yet. The fighter always gets that. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Actually, before I do that,
Alex, I was pretty loose with this the last time you used action surge. You can only use action surge once after a short rest. And son of a bitch, you guys had a short rest before you went into the chicken fight. And I don't think
the real time of you realizing he could do it.
And I don't think Alex used an action surge during the chicken fight.
No, he didn't.
All right, Alex, fuck it.
I was ready to give him. I was like, yep, I definitely use that. No, I didn't.
I was editing that episode today, and David suggested before you guys go look for the chickens, maybe we should take a short rest.
Yeah.
So yes, Alex, so you can use action surge for a bonus action. Or a bonus attack? So who are you attacking? Same guy?
Should I hit this same guy or should I hit the other one? Let's go with the same guy because I think that the bullet is, sufficiently taking care of CRIM and the first guy.
All right,
so,
roll me an attack.
Yeah, no called shot. Just want to take a shot at him. That's a 26.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. I love that.
All right.
I fucking love this
after
gun,
you hit
too.
him with that first shot and blew his left arm off, he was no longer standing behind the tree. So he's basically just standing there bleeding with a stump of a former arm, and you hit him right in the chest. Roll me some damage.
Oh, boy.
This poor guy.
Oh, boy. 12.
So Alex shoots this guy in the chest, and his head explodes.
Yeah. The chest and his head explodes. What a shit.
He had one health
Love
left,
it.
and Alex did 12 damage.
I love this gun. Oh, my God.
All of a sudden, the Spray's painter shows up again and wants to see that gun.
Yeah. No shit. No. All right. So, Alex, it's now the turn of the turn of the guy who got injured by the bullet jump, and seeing what you just did to his compatriot is going to run up to you, and he's not looking too good because he's pretty hurt, but he's going to slash at you with his scimitar. And he is going to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
No.
Sure.
Thank God Thank God somebody cocked my balls before this.
And so, Alex, he plunges his scimitar deep into your gut. And he does...
We're going down.
11 points of damage.
It's all right. It's all right. And balls are still up.
Yeah.
And then, as a bonus action, this guy is going to disengage, which means it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, and he runs headfirst into the darkness of the forest.
I bet.
Oh, okay.
And so now it is Devad's turn.
Okay.
So
Do I still see this guy running into the forest? Like, is he still in view?
yeah, well, because he's got the same movement. He's got 30 feet of movement, so he runs his full 30 feet. And let's say he is just within kind of firelight view.
Okay. Well, seeing as I just watched him stab Sir Alex here with a dagger, I'm going to use my Cloud of Daggers at 2nd level. I'm going to spawn it, like, right in front of where he's running. So it starts spinning in front of him, and he, like, kind of runs into
What's the range on
The meat grinder.
Cloud of...
60 feet.
All right.
Slaughtering these guys.
Does he need to make a dex throw, or...
Blah, 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 blah. Creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters a spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So he ran his full 30 feet, I guess, and then just stopped there, I guess.
Exactly. So do you want to put it in front of him or put it on top of him?
I think I will... Because while he's running, like, I guess technically he's still, like, running. It's just that's the end of his turn. Or he uses 30 feet, and then now it's someone else's turn. But he's still, like, mid-run,
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, he went... Yeah, so I think, like, would he have reaction time, like, mid-sprint to stop in front of it if I put it, like, 3 inches in front
I
of
would
him?
say he would have a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna, I'll set it up right in front of him there.
All right, well, just to get this out of the way, that is a 15 on his first dex saving throw and another 15. So, yeah, I am going to say he's able to kind of just, like, just quickly dodge out of the way of this cloud of daggers.
God damn it. All right, well, I'm going to use my bonus, or like my, bonus action to... Can I use it to grab something out of my bag?
Yeah, sure. What would you like?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab my Loot of Lightning Strike for sure.
Perfect. And then now it is CRIM's turn. And Darren, CRIM clearly does not enjoy your company, we should say. And
Of course, yeah, I knew this.
He's going to pull out a crossbow and take a shot at you. And he is going to roll a 20, not natural.
Well, that was going ahead.
And he is going to do 4 damage, 2 plus 2. So where does this arrow hit you?
Other thigh.
Ace Ventura style.
Yeah, 100%. I was hoping I'd get hit in the other thigh with an arrow just while you do the...
And then he's going to use his movement to basically run up right next to you face to face.
Great. I want nothing more than...
Because he sees what the bullet had done, and he feels like maybe if he's close to you, the bullet won't, try anything crazy like that again. And we are back to the top of the order, which would have been the goblin that Alex shot in the chest and blew his head up. So we will now go to Darren.
I would like to use my movement to mount the bullet.
I did say CRIM came face to face with you, so that would incur a attack of opportunity.
I will allow it.
All right. CRIM is going to roll a 19 to hit.
Oh, no.
It's going to hit.
Oh, no. He's going to
The
slash
damage
you.
is worth it.
Ooh, a full 6 plus 2, 8 points of damage.
4, 5, 6, 7. It's okay. That's okay.
And
I still got 11, but now I can move, right?
yes, but I will say, you've got 30 feet of movement. So, you can get to the bullet and mount the bullet.
Okay, so as I try and pocket sand him, but obviously doesn't work, and he kind of does a blind swipe at me and catches me kind of bottom ass cheek on the left to right shoulder, kind of slashing me up the side. And I run over to the bullet, and I grab its kind of armored plate and jump up on the top of it. And I'd like to use my action to send magic missile at the guy in the trees that's running away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll me some damage.
He gonna take 9 damage.
So you send the magic missiles towards this guy, and as he's kind of jumping out of the way of David's cloud of daggers, he jumps directly into the path of your magic missiles, and all 3 of them pierce through his chest, and he hits the ground unmoving.
Good. And then I assume the bullet's turn is after mine, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we had established that last turn that it just kind of falls into initiative behind you. So now that you've taken a movement, I'd say getting on the bullet was bonus action, and then your attack was your action, so it would now be the bullet's turn.
Okay. Okay, so after I do that, the magic surges from my finger guns and hits him. I turn on the top of the bullet, and the bullet does like one of those like big hand kind of stomp realigns where it turns like 90 degrees just to look directly at fucking CRIM. And it does like one of those like, and just like the steam comes out of its fucking nose, and it's going to rush at CRIM and do a bite attack. But I would like to state it is non-lethal.
Okay, roll me an attack roll. We'll call it with advantage, just because this thing is huge and CRIM is standing pretty close to him.
So I'll go 2 d20s. Come on, baby. So 16 plus 7. Yeah. So he's plus 7 to hit. So
that would be a 17 to hit.
10 plus 7?
Yes, and so that does hit.
So he will take 30 points of damage.
Non-lethal, but...
Or I can roll 4d12 plus 4.
But you call...
For fun, boys, what should I do?
You called non-lethal, though, right?
Yeah, non-lethal. I don't want it to kill him, but if it gets him down to 1 HP, then this will all work into the way I'm going to fucking kill this guy.
I would say that, yes, 30 points is more than enough to get him to 1 HP.
Terrific. Anybody have anything they want to do? Because I'm going to really brutally murder this man, if anybody...
That's actually, there's one thing that I would very much like to do, and that's watch.
Okay,
Watch.
Sweet.
Yep. Is there a soundtrack you'd like in the background to your sweet revenge?
Oh, anything by Cannibal Corpse, I think would probably fit in this. Or actually, Raining Blood.
Raining Blood. Oh, say less.
Yeah.
I'm on top of the cart, just windmilling and serenading you.
Okay. If there's thaumaturgy lightning striking behind him like that scene in Stranger Things 4.
Okay, but Darren, just to kind of paint the picture, how does the bullet restrain him? Like he did a bite attack, but like what does the bullet do to kind of get him prepared for your retribution?
He is holding CRIM in the maw of his jaws. He bit down enough to basically break his arms and legs and maybe even collapse a lung. Just really fuck him up, but he's essentially just holding him upright in his maw right now, and CRIM's just alive enough to be in absolute agony.
Yeah, okay, so he's like within the mouth but still conscious, and you can talk to him.
Kind of like horizontal and like hanging.
Yeah. And then I'd like to, standing on the back of the bullet, I'm going to ask Sir Alex, because David's busy with the epic soundtrack, pass me my Staff of Mary Jane, sir.
I pass him his Staff of Mary Jane.
Darren receives it.
Yeah.
I take the Staff of Mary Jane, standing on the back of Leatherhead, and I take just like a 6-second pull off of it, just so I can really enjoy this as much as I would a poutine when I'm baked. And I take the bottom of my staff and I put it in CRIM's mouth, and I just slowly start pushing the staff in its entirety into his mouth and through his body.
Okay, just before you do that, CRIM looks at you as you're taking the pull off your pipe. He's kind of like laughing through choking on his own blood, and he looks at you and he's like, if you think I'm the only one looking for you, you're going to be sorely surprised.
And I, just as it's like kind of, you know that scene in American History X when the teeth hit the curb and you hear that scraping, that really loud sound effect?
No.
Fast forward, yep.
That's the sound you're hearing as my staff is entering his mouth, and I lean down. I do like an epic lean down, and I just look at him and go, I don't fucking care. And I just shove the fucking staff, like, right down, so it, like, comes out his ass.
That poor staff.
Glad the Impaler stuff.
And so you impale him through his entire body, you pull your staff back out, and then the bullet tosses his body into the air like the Tyrannosaurus Rexes in Lost World, sharing a piece of the scientist, and just down his gullet he goes, and CRIM is no more.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet revenge.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker power boner on the back of that bullet right now.
That was pretty
14
brutal.
inches beautifully in the moonlight.
As this happens, it's even so brutal for me that I kind of like fumble on my guitar for a
Yeah,
second.
and Darren is still buck naked.
Yeah, I would like to reiterate, listeners, I have not worn clothes this entire time. Dick in the wind, murdering this man how I said I would.
Find out if Darren puts on clothes in the next episode of Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons.
Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons is David Beaton, the Tiefling Bard, Alex Kerrigan, the Half-Elf Fighter, myself, Darren Worts, the Aasimar Wizard, and our Dungeon Master, David Ashbaugh. We're an independent podcast that relies on you, the listener, to spread the word. If you enjoyed listening, please give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Threads, and TikTok at Dungeons, Dudes, Dragons, or contact the show directly by emailing us at dungeonsdudesdragons@gmail.com. But more importantly, tell your friends, your coworkers, even your pets to give us a listen. If you'd like to be featured as an NPC, or if you have homebrew items that you'd like to see featured in the show, tag us at Dungeons, Dudes, Dragons on social media. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons.
Just 1 second, guys. Christina!
More wine.
Hold on, there's a cat scratching.
More wine.
There's a cat scratching at the window. I'll be right back.
Hot pocket. Yeah. Mom, my hot pocket. Now what are we going to do? We can finally play the game.
Actually, I'll be right back too. This is I just got to get to the bathroom.
Get the phones out. Yeah. Start phoning everybody.
Unprofessional.
Unbelievable. I tell you, David, and I hope that they keep all this audio in. Just you and me, as per usual, holding down the fort, professionalism incarnate. Crazy. Whether it was a party in the glory days of our 19-year-old selves, and you and I just always chilling in that living room.
Ready to go. Waiting for everyone else.
Or,
All right.
Or ready to do nothing. Really, wherever the wave took us.
Apparently my wife went to the grocery store, so... But now we're good to go.
Just yelling at no one.
Yeah.
Alex
So I
is
killed
also
the
gone,
cat.
So
Where did he go?
I strangled the cat, and my wife is gone.
Those two things are completely unrelated to each other.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with each other.
Where did Alex go?
Not sure. He just said he had to step away for a second, and then got up, and then we started shit-talking everyone.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank God we're not recording on some type of... Oh, no!